Welcome to Sugar Grove Elementary.
Good morning. This is Principal Teresa Stucky at Sugar Grove Elementary, and I am excited to share our school with you. I have to let you know though, when we closed for the pandemic back in March, the school has not had a lot of attention given. Our custodians are back in the building now and beginning to do their summer cleaning, so everything is sort of a mess. So I really wish I had something better to show you, but I'm going to show you our school anyway. And here we are at the sign out front, our marquee, and I'm going to flip this around so you can see it.
And as you can see, the message, until we meet again, know how much we miss you. I really do miss our students, and we have been out of school since mid-March. This is our school campus. You can see a little bit of the preschool playground over in the background here. And I am panning over to our school building. You can see just a couple of cars on the parking lot. Our custodians are in the building working today. So I will take you inside.
Okay, so here we go.
Welcome to Sugar Grove again. We are walking inside, and as I told you, things are a mess at the moment. This is our cafeteria, and there are no tables in here right now. They are getting ready to wax the floors. The doors over here are the doors that lead into the kitchen. So this is where the students line up to pick up their lunch trays. In our main lobby, we have lots of extra seating. We have groups that come in throughout the day to help work with children and parents.
All right, so before I take you around to the rest of the school, I thought I'd show you my office, the secretary's office, and the health room. And I do apologize, I'm going to have to keep saying this. Nothing in the school looks like it normally will. We left the school kind of in a rush, and now we are piling things up so that we can shampoo carpet and wax floors and clean before the students return. I hope you'll understand that it doesn't normally look the way that it does now.
We are entering my office now, and I really enjoy working in here. I have all of the things that I need to do my job, and a very pleasant environment. One of the most important things that I have is this bookcase with lots and lots of manuals. Data and standards do drive our instruction, and so that is very important for us.
So as most schools, Vigo County School Corporation here in Indiana, Terre Haute, where ISU is located, we are a standards-based public education. My school is actually considered Title I, which means that we have a high rate of poverty in our schools. And so to provide the best instruction possible, we follow the strict and rigorous state standards. And we also use a pacing guide that is created by our large corporation. And our pacing guide is for every subject, and it is aligned so that we can use resources from our textbooks and other resources to make sure that we hit every standard that is listed for every grade level at our state level. Our state standards are actually above something that's called Common Core here in the United States, and our state standards are actually a higher level of expectation than those Common Core. We are also very fortunate to have a team in our central administration that works together to align those pacing guides and those standards and the resources that we have through software and through textbooks. Many of our schools and surrounding areas are beginning to go to what we call one-to-one, and every student having an electronic device to connect to the internet and other resources. So our corporation, especially in light of the pandemic and the quarantine and having to send students home this past spring, we are moving towards that very quickly. And so by October of this year, all 3rd through 12th graders will have what we call a Chromebook. So they will have capability to connect and do learning remotely if we need to. It will also be a great resource for students in the classroom and allow the teachers to have access to software to use and really enhance their teaching and student learning. So I'm going to take you on a little walk through the building now. And we'll walk out here to the secretary's office area and begin there. And it truly is a mess, so please understand this is not what it normally looks like.
We have two secretaries who work here in the office to take care of student needs and parent needs. And we also have a health room that is straight back through this way, so students who are not feeling well can enter the health room. And we have a trained health assistant who can try to meet their needs. We also have a nurse that comes in weekly who can address other needs. So this is our main lobby area where parents can come. We have lots of small tables where students come to sit and work with instructional aides and other volunteers. Over here we have some cabinets displaying some of the things that we are proud of, some of our achievements and information about our heritage. So I'm going to walk over this way, and we do feel that the arts are important, and so we have our music room here, and we do have a music teacher who gets to work with all students for 40 minutes a week in music. And then we also have a strings program where they teach orchestra skills to 5th graders 1 period per week in addition to that. And then this is our art room, and all students have art class for 40 minutes a week. They also have PE and media center skills teaching, and also computer.
One of my favorite things to do is to celebrate student achievement. And so behind me I have a case where I display every month, all teachers submit to me one of their favorite student achievements for the month. And so we get to celebrate, we have a little party, just for about 15 minutes. We celebrate in what we call our Star Bears rooms. We here at Sugar Grove are called the Sugar Bears, and we display their work in this case, which I am in the process of expanding. So you might have noticed an empty case. We're moving over to that one that is a little larger, and we'll be using this one for something else. So I'm now going to show you the wings of our building, and that is the areas where we have different grade levels.
In this hallway we have our kindergarten and 1st grade classes, and then we have a central hub area, which is where you would find our counselor's office and our behavior interventionist. We have our big kids down this hallway, and then a 3rd wing that is our 2nd and 3rd graders. Also, this is the entrance to our media center, and as you can tell, we are in the process. You see equipment here, we see things that are pulled out of the classrooms ready to go to the dump. So I will now take you to one of our kindergarten rooms and show you what that looks like. We are now in one of our kindergarten classes, and you can see that all of the seating has been piled up to prepare for carpet cleaning. One of the favorite areas for this kindergarten room is the loft. They love to go upstairs and have activities and learning centers in the loft. And in another classroom, you can see here the teachers area. All the teachers do have a computer. They do have a webcam that can project items that are under the camera or items from the computer onto the screen. They have chalkboards, some have whiteboards, and as you can see, they're pretty spacious, bright and airy, and the tables again are piled up and ready to be put back. Many of our teachers this year are going to replace their tables with desks so that the desks can all face one direction and be spaced apart for social distancing during this time of pandemic. Outside of our preschool and kindergarten doors, they all have access to their own play area, and they have many different activities that they do and kind of use this track with their scooters and tricycles and really enjoy being out here. They also love our media center. We have a hub of computers here. You can see all of the furniture is shoved to the side for cleaning, and we have lots and lots of books for the students. Many of them are boxed away right now, but they'll be back out soon. We have 2 computer labs, and we use Google Calendar for teachers to sign out to use the computer labs. They also are regularly assigned to the computer lab 1 40-minute period per week. A large play yard for the students, and in the distance and behind the tree there's lots of playground equipment for students as well. This is our gymnasium. Right now we have all of the primary grade rugs in here ready to be cleaned, and some of our cafeteria tables are in here so that they can wax the floor in the cafeteria. But normally this is a wide open space and we have much equipment for the children to use.
So we are a school of about 400 students. We range in grade levels from pre-K, which is 4 years old, up to 5th grade. And our class sizes, beginning at the primary grades with kindergarten, we like to stay around 18 or under would be ideal, and we could go up to maybe 22, and that would be true of our 1st and 2nd grade as well. By the time we get to 4th and 5th grade, our class sizes get a little bit larger. So we have fewer teachers per section, and those class sizes range 25 to 28 would be ideal. We could go as high as 32, 34, but we don't like to have to do that. And so I hope that you will continue your interest in education, and I appreciate your interest in finding out about the schools here in America. And if you have any questions or would like to speak to me, you're welcome to email me. My email is trl@vigo, V-I-G-O, schools, SCHOLLS.org. trl@vigoschools.org. Thank you for listening, and I wish you the best in your career. One final thought. In light of the pandemic,
We cannot direct the winds, but we can adjust the sails.
this is especially important to remember during this time of uncertainty. We must keep our goals in sight, and we may have to change our path to the goals. So keep the goals in mind and do whatever you have to do to reach those goals.